Welcome to our U1 Gaming Series Episode 7. I'm so excited that the casinos are finally open and we can resume filming on this amazing system. I would like to dedicate this week's episode to my Keno buddy that had an amazing hit on this game, and that's why we decided to review it. She hit 9 out of 10 numbers on a 40-cent bet on Trax, and she got over $7,000. She missed $40,000 by one number. So we typically play this game on 4 numbers on a quarter bet, which is a 1440 hit with no multipliers. But let's get in to see what you need to trigger the bonus. So on the bonus, you need at least 4 cougars to pick 5 to 12 games. You also can trigger with the wolves, so let's look at the wolves. The wolves, you want to get the 6, of course, and we did get that on these bonus games, so I'm glad you get to see the picks we picked. And then also, finally, the bears. So you want to get the 7. We were able to get the 7, so you can see that pick. And we hope you all enjoy all these bonus games. Alright, so now that we saw a really low bonus, let's get into retriggers. We want to get a lot of retriggers and get this game going and moving. So let's look at what we need. Again, we have the cougars on the lower retrigger amount, 5 to 12 game pick. Then you will get into the wolves next. So the wolves, you want to get the 6, of course. You get to pick 20 to 60 games. This is where it's going to get you really into the higher draw amounts. But the big difference is in the regular game, there's only 7 grizzly bears. When you go into the bonus, there's 10. So you want to get the 10 for 50 to 200 game pick. Or get none for a 10 times multiplier. Alright, let's get in this bonus. So on all of our videos, I like to include several bonuses. So I'm explaining that you can pick between 5 and 12. We pick 5. Just keep in mind that I really think it's like predetermined, but you can, get your system for picking as well. Okay, we got a retrigger on the wolves, and we also hit 3 out of 4 numbers, which can be done as well. Alright, we're just coming back from the wolf pick. I ended up picking 5. Apologize, my phone was full, so I had to delete some stuff. So let's see what we get here. Basically, what I'm trying to do is now we only have 10 free games, so I want to do the retriggers. Of course, I want the numbers to hit, but we want to get this up to 50, 80 games. We just had 3 times on the Cougars, didn't get paid on that because we didn't have at least 2 numbers. You have to have at least 2 numbers to get paid. So we are trying to get at least 2 numbers and a retrigger. Right now the computer is just moving these. We got the 4 wolves, which would give us 4 times, but we didn't have at least 2 numbers. 1 more wolf would have went into a retrigger. So remember, you want to just try to get the retriggers. On the next bonus, we're going to show you how to set your own tracks, which is why we do these videos. They're for educational purposes. There we go. We got 3 numbers with a 3 times multiplier on the Cougar. That would have been a nice hit. It would have been about $35. I'm showing you right here on the retriggers. Of course, we want to hit the 10 bears, which is a 50 to 200 pick on just that hit. Interesting about the bears, if none of them hit, you can get actually 10 times. Get a 5 times there with the bears and 2 numbers. That would have been a nice hit with 4. Keep in mind, I am an advanced educational trainer, so I love to teach. Let's get into the next bonus, though. It gets really great. Alright, this is a great trigger because we got all 7 of the bears, so we can pick 35 to 100 games. So, which one do I pick? Which one do I pick? Let's go this one. 60. I almost picked that one. Damn it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a couple spins and then I'll be back because this is going to be a lot of games. So, do about 5 for you guys so you can see. So you want to retrigger here on the side. You need at least 4 Cougars or 5 wolves to retrigger or 7 bears. You can change your numbers. You can also pick your tracks. So let me show you how that works. So you pick your tracks. You can put the bears wherever you want. You can put we can do the Cougars here. So we got 5 times there. Ooh, almost hit 4 numbers. Let's clear this out. Come on, one more. Oh, we got the wolves. So we re-triggered. Cougars, but we didn't. So I got the 60 up to 60, so we could pick from 20 to 60. This is incredibly hard to get. So let's see, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? I'm thinking middle. Top left. Okay, so as you saw in the beginning part of the bonus, we triggered some pretty good sizable retriggers. So I wanted to include all the pictures of all the retriggers that we got. These are all retriggers within one bonus. So it can get really crazy good. So there we got 4 numbers, 1440, no multipliers unfortunately. You want to really hit those multipliers, of course, just like slots, like anything, because they're really going to take your line hits. We got a 10 times there, but only 3 numbers. If we would have had 4, we would have had 140, 440 on just that. Again, 3 numbers with a 5 times. I took pictures of this, another 1440, because it's a lot easier for me to play the game and focus on hitting my 4 spots than videoing. And we were in the bonus over 30 minutes, so it was quite a long bonus. And we got a lot of play out of the bonus game. What I want to keep in mind is if you hit a lot of games, I wouldn't stay in the game. I'd try another game within the cabinet or try another U1. But we ended up getting 196 games. We ended up hitting about 375 times our bet. So it was a great bonus. And there it is, as I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, 17,840 times her bet. She missed 40,000 by one number. And we will continue to bring you these slots, poker, Keno, and coming soon roulette reviews. And we just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for supporting our channel. And if you have someone that you know would be interested in our content, please share it with them. And until next time, take care of you.